If you have been working really hard with manifestation and law of attraction techniques and noticing that nothing's working, well, I'm going to outline 5 tips why things might not be working the way that you're expecting. If you have been working very hard, manifesting, working with the law of attraction, but finding that nothing is working, I'm going to give you 5 tips here to unlock aspects within yourself that will heighten your manifestation and law of attraction capabilities. If you have been watching videos and studying the law of attraction and working really hard at raising your vibrational frequency, visualizing your future reality, doing all of these techniques and tricks, but still, again, nothing is working, there could be very important parts within yourself and within your energetic field that I'm going to help you address. First of all, what is the law of attraction? The law of attraction is based on quantum physics, and it is a theory that everything is energy. And because everything is energy, everything has a vibrational frequency to it. And if we are in a negative mindset, our mind does emit energy, and it does actually create a lot of energy movement within ourselves. So if we are in a negative mind frame, if we are sending out negative signals into the universe, then we are going to lower our vibrational frequency, and we're going to prevent the movement for manifestation and creation. But if we are in a positive mindset, and if we feel confident, and if we are trusting the process, and if we are continuously putting ourselves in an abundant mindset, then we are going to speed up our abilities to attract and to create the reality that we desire the most. Manifestation is the act of creating. So they work hand in hand. The law of attraction and manifestation need to work together in order to create big change. So I also want to point out that this is not just about the external journey and external environment creation. It's all around us here first, doing the inner work first. And that is definitely the number one thing I want to point out is we have to make sure that our subconscious programming is wired for success, that we are putting ourselves in a success mindset, that we believe in ourselves and we trust the process, and we know deep down in our core level that we can create the life that we desire. Now, if we have embedded limiting belief systems within us, meaning our beliefs are of lack mindset, if we don't believe that we can create the success that we want on a very, very intrinsic and subconscious level, if we have inherited belief systems around lack, low worth, lack of confidence, lack of success, then we are going to get in the way of our ability to manifest and to create. And these subconscious beliefs can go deep. They can actually be so deep within us that we may not even realize until we do the inner work and self-reflection. So pay attention to where your deep limiting beliefs may reside around maybe I can't. What if this doesn't work? It isn't working. What if I can't have the future that I want? The richer are getting richer, the poorer are getting poorer. Money is bad. These are limiting beliefs that we can have within us that may come up in our thoughts or may actually come out in what we say. So make sure that you are paying attention to some of these limiting beliefs that you may have within yourself. And again, it's going to take a lot of reflection work, and especially some of these can be buried very deep within the subconscious. And when you have addressed some of the limiting beliefs, you can start to reprogram them for success. Our subconscious is really at the core of our belief system and does influence our actions and our choices, the choices that we make in life. So when we address our subconscious and rewire it for success, then we are going to put ourselves on track for the life that we truly desire. So some of the techniques that you can incorporate for subconscious reprogramming would be affirmations, meditation, visualization, feeling that you are already living in that environment. And that's a big part that I'll address later as well. But subconscious reprogramming is rewiring your internal belief system for success. I believe I can. I believe in my worth. I believe in my abilities. Now, the next thing that could be getting in your way, good old karma. Now, we come into this lifetime with old energies and old attachments to past situations and maybe relationships that might need to be healed and resolved. Now, they could be relationships with people. They could also be relationships with ourselves and karmic understandings and cycles that we need to close and we need to conclude within ourselves. And some of it could be around money. Some of it could be around poverty mindset that we may have brought in from past life. And yes, this is real and it does exist. So this goes so deep into areas beyond the subconscious that you may need to work with someone for guidance and assistance, someone who works with the Akashic records, where you can go into past life and work on detaching from some of those belief systems that may have been ingrained since past life, or some of the old traumas and difficulties that may have been brought into this lifetime from the past that might be getting in your way from an energetic standpoint for you achieving the success that you want. The other one is going to be ancestral beliefs. So this comes down from our family. We have inherited beliefs from our parents, from our grandparents, from our great-grandparents on a very unconscious, subconscious level. And this does tie into our subconscious belief system. So pay attention to how your parents perceived money. What was their mindset around money? How did they feel around money? How did your parents maybe interact around money? Did they fight? Did they get along? Did they create business together? Was there lack and struggle with money? Was one parent making money, the other parent spending money? What were their belief systems around money, and how has that affected maybe your belief system on a very unconscious level or conscious level? But this is all around observation. And if you can connect the dots with the patterns from your past or from your family, for example, then you'll be able to rewire your programming and create the awareness in the conscious level for success. The next one is trust and dedication. How much do you trust yourself, and how much do you trust the universe? This one is big. Now, we may feel that we deserve it, or we may feel that we want it. And by it, I mean a specific lifestyle. I mean a specific level of success. But do we trust ourselves in creating it? And do we trust the unknown? So part of the ability to manifest and to create our reality is that it doesn't necessarily exist in the practical realm just yet. So we have to create a huge amount of trust that it is coming, that we are working on it, and that it is possible for us to create the life that we desire. Trust is a huge factor. And even on a subconscious level, we may have our doubts. We may have our fear of the future. And if you are feeling any of those energies, then that needs to be looked at, and it needs to be reprogrammed in a way for radical trust and knowing that you can create the life that you desire and that you are attracting the life that you desire. So it does require radical trust with the universe. It requires radical trust within yourself and within the process. And of course, dedication is hugely important. How willing are you to create the future you want through hard work and dedication? Not every day is going to feel great. Not every day is going to feel like a success story. You might not even feel like working every day, and that's fine. And you have to be comfortable with those dips and those uncertainties, and maybe the days that you're going to have a great feeling very motivated and feeling very on top of the world. But you have to have the resiliency to tough out the difficult times, to still remain dedicated towards your goals, no matter how much uncertainty is starting to creep in, and no matter how many challenges that you might have to face along the way. Remember, challenges that you face are there for learning lessons and will make you stronger and will make you more resilient. It is your choice to overcome them or to let the challenges prevent you from reaching your goal. But if you really want your manifestation, and if you really want the life that you truly desire, then it is going to require resiliency and to overcome those challenges and to conquer fear. The most important thing that I have to say, though, is who we are here in our internal self, with our feelings about ourselves and our feelings about life and love and abundance, and it is everything included. When we manifest, we might just want money and it's just one thing and that's it. But that's not the case, because our belief system, our energy, how we feel about ourselves, even our health and wellness ties into it. If we're unwell, then we're not going to feel able to create the life we desire. So it is a holistic approach. And we do have to remember that we need to be the person who we see in our future reality with the successful life that we want. So it isn't just only about money, even though if you want to create a wealth, then that is okay. But everything is included. And if you want it to stick, if you want a manifestation that is going to stick for the long term, it has to align with you. And you need to be that person in that future reality who is going to create it, who's going to sustain it, who's going to live in that abundant reality, abundant mindset, abundant frequency. Also, too, the last one. Make sure you're checking into your astrology chart, your numerology chart, your human design chart, and the gene keys. I know there's a lot of information out there, but it's really important to know some of these aspects that you have within your charts, within your energetic makeup, if you will. Now, you have so many different traits and gifts and talents, but also shadow sides. We all do. And we may have to, on a personal level, overcome some certain shadow aspects or challenges based on some of what those charts can provide for you to understand. So for instance, some of the charts might uncover a shadow aspect or a challenge that you have felt, but you haven't been able to actually put it into context. So these charts will allow you to understand yourself more on a deeper level and an energetic level and a psychological level and an emotional level. Again, it's all connected. The more you can understand about yourself from areas that you can't see and you can't recognize, the better your success story will be. So understanding your energetic frequency, your energetic makeup, your soul blueprint, if you will, then you are going to unlock more information about yourself in order to create the life you truly desire and to overcome the challenges, to face the shadow aspects, and to fine-tune your gifts and talents for success. Now, some of the main key tips for manifestation, law of attraction, are visualization. So visualizing with your eyes to see the kind of life that you want, the kind of home, the kind of relationship, who you want to be in your future reality, the kind of environment you want to be in, maybe the kind of career that you want, and also visualizing here, third eye, through your senses, through your intuition, the visualization when your eyes are closed, where you can imagine the life that you are living in. You can fake it till you make it. Be in this energy frequency as much as possible. Visualize the life that you want. Visualize the kind of person you want to be and the kind of life that you want in all areas. Do not sell yourself short on this. Go as big as you can and put as much work as you can into this, because you'll never know how good it can be unless you try. And as I mentioned before, do not be afraid to put in the work. This is not just about dreaming and wishing and hoping. It is about doing and working. The I can and I will. If you want this, you will make it happen, but you have to want it from a very powerful place of your will, your soul calling, being in alignment with your destiny, and believing in yourself. And with that, it's the planning, it's the strategies, it's the budgeting, it's the goal setting, it's the paperwork. It is just even knowing on an intrinsic level what you truly want, what you truly desire most, and then lining it up and making it happen. All right, so I'm wishing you all the best with your manifestation journey and beyond. If you have any questions or looking for guidance, please do not hesitate to reach out, and I'll be seeing you very soon. Take care.